Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time you're watching this, residents of Sun Lakes. This is ESPN The Ocho.
The 8.
The 8. Or is Spectrum, we're canceled.
No, yeah, I guess they pulled the contract.
Christopher Mitchell, Jason Ewall's here. We're welcoming you today. We're going to give an admin update, have a little bit of coffee. See, we're recording. We don't stop for takes. We just do straight through. We've got hot takes, though. Let's start with the administration update. I'm going to give you some brief updates of some of the things that have transpired. Number one, Dario Puig is no longer with us at Sun Lakes. Jason is right now filling in on some of those recreation duties. And Linda Vang, she's been there for a while. She's holding down the fort, so to speak. So you can continue going to Linda for scheduling your events or questions about events that are coming up. They, as well as Felicia in the front, and our monitors are still working with us, but we are in the process of recruiting a new recreation director. The July management report is out. As a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, this is your kind of like key indicators, key statistics of the association. Also, the department updates from the directors, so you can get updates of what's happening in the pro shop, golf course maintenance, what projects we're doing, how are we doing year-to-date budget, continuation of what I talked about at the last open session about the cash position of the association. I've expanded that so you can kind of see where we are with the current ratio, etc. So you can find this online, but also I've made copies and placed them in the main clubhouse library, as well as there'll be some copies up at the administration building if you want to get a hard copy. Reminder that the board did approve the street sweeping as well as the monitors at the main clubhouse pool. From Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 9 to 3. Jason and I have been checking on that. It seems to be well received by the members. The officer that we have out there that's a Securitas employee is going and checking how things are going, making sure the tables are in order, etc. Chairs are put back. So we're very appreciative of the board bringing that back, as well as Securitas quickly finding staff to staff that. And that will run to, or it did run.
Yeah, I was going to say, Chris, it actually worked very well.
Yes.
The board did put it in place for about the last month or so of the season. So I think it's going to go through next year as well. Like I said, it was well received.
Yep.
The person that we had out there really held to the rules and cut down on a lot of the nonsense that goes on out there.
That's it. September is going to be very busy. We've got a lot of things going on. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to Jason, who is going to give you some recreation updates.
Thanks, Chris. Recreation, a lot going on right now. Busy time of the year for recreation, as we all know. But then, like Chris said, having Linda and Felicia there are really helping out. Some of the monitors have stepped up as well, so I'm grateful for that. I'm going to give you kind of a rundown of some of the events that we do have coming up here over the next month and a half or so. Starting with Evening on the Veranda. Now, normally it runs through September, but we did extend it into October. So Renee Rojanaro will be out on the veranda the first Wednesday of October, which is October 4th. So that'll be from 5 to 8, so make sure you come and check that out. Ice Cream Socials coming back up. We got another one coming up next week, September 11th. It's going to be a busy day with the opening of the sandwich.
And we have volunteers that help scoop the ice cream and everything.
Like we always have, at least 10 years plus that I've been here. We've done volunteers. The Recreation Committee helps out with that.
Yeah.
And
thank you, Recreation Committee. Appreciate it.
We wouldn't be able to do it without them.
That's
right. We all glove up and get in there and scoop the ice cream and help the residents out, and they all seem to enjoy it and have a great time.
Indeed.
So September 11th, that'll be actually in the restaurant, since it'll be the opening day for the Sandwich.
Yes, it will
be. So
be.
We'll move that in the restaurant, and then October 2nd will be the next one, and that'll be in the Sandwich, actually.
Yes.
This will be open. And again, the one on the 11th, depending on the weather, we maybe would move it outside of the veranda.
That is true.
If it's a beautiful day like it was, today.
Yes.
Then we'll do it outside. But otherwise, we'll do it in the restaurant there. Comedy night coming up, September 15th. We have 3 fantastic comedians for you. One that actually has guest starred on Friends, one that appeared on the Jimmy Kimmel Show, and one that plays regularly at the House of Blues.
Jay Moore?
Yeah.
Oh, not Jay Moore?
Not Jay Moore, no. House of Blues and MGM in Vegas. So some great comedians there. Tickets are still available for $15 a person. Again, that's on the September 15th in the evening time. So make sure, get your ticket now before they sell out.
Got it.
Activities Day, very exciting day for all the clubs and groups here at Sun Lakes. That'll take place September 23rd. Changing it up a little bit. Normally we've gone in the past, we've gone in the morning. This time we're going to go a little bit later. Start at 1 p.m., 1 to
Good
4.
deal.
Hopefully bringing some business to the
Yes.
bar and the lounge.
That's right.
So check
Drink.
that out. That's it. Yeah, come out and have a drink and see what all the clubs and groups have to offer
it.
for you here at Sun Lakes. We'll also have a couple of the committees there looking for new members.
Good.
For fall garage sales, something a little different this year. The board, after a recommendation from the Recreation Committee, did shorten the time. Normally it was going to go from 8 to 4 p.m. A lot of people are just kind of out there in the afternoon, and so they figured let's shorten it up. Usually after 1 o'clock there's no really activity, so they went from 8 to 1 this year. So it's the first 3 weekends in October. Please come down to the Recreation Committee or a Recreation Department, or check out the website to see the schedule, to see what district is participating in which weekend.
So there might be some comic books there.
Could very well be. You never know.
Call Chris Mitchell for comic books. Okay.
Community shredding, Friday, October 6th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Just like we've always done.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be set up in the parking lot of the main clubhouse. $5 per banker size box. So that's roughly 18 by 12 by 12 or so. Or
Something of that
by
nature.
12 by 12, yeah. So
Don't
$5.
throw away personal information. Shred it.
Shred it, that's it. Great deal there. You just kind of roll up and we pretty much have it set to like a drive-through status at this point here. The guys have done
Craig
so
usually
much.
helps out with that, right?
Oh yeah, no, he's there
Yep.
pulling this stuff out and
That's
getting it shredded for you. Coming up again, we have the Halloween Dog Parade. That's going to come up in October. It's going to be October 28th. $6 per dog for entry. Deadline for it is October 27th, and we are limited to 50 dogs. So that's always been a great event that takes place out on the driving range. Fun for residents to come and check it out, see the dogs all dressed up, and win some prizes.
So Chihuahua to Mastiffs.
We've had them all.
Got
We've
it.
had 'em all.
Perfect.
Craft fair. This is the much anticipated fall craft fair.
Yes,
This
indeed.
is where a lot of our residents put a lot of time and effort into their product, and they get to show it off here and sell it.
Indeed.
Remember, this event is not open to the public, but your guests are welcome. So if you have guests that you want to come in, family, friends, more than welcome to come in and check it out. Now, this will be on November 3rd and 4th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the ballroom. Now, the lottery for it, because we know this is a very popular event. We are limited to a number of tables in the ballroom. The lottery will take place from September 18th through the 24th. So that's a Monday through Sunday. And then the drawing will be the 25th at 9:30 a.m. Now, it'll be $10 per table. So you just fill out the form, put your check in there, and then come down to the drawing on the 25th and pick your spot.
You know, that's a great, the craft fair. My daughter Isabella really likes some of the crafts that are there as well, and we've visited it.
That's it.
And spent some money there.
That's it. There's some great options, great things. We got some very artistic residents here.
We do.
There's always some great products there to look for.
Indeed.
Well, Chris, that's pretty much rounds out the next month and a half, 2 months for recreation. I know there's a lot else going on here with the Master Association.
So right now, one of the big things I'm working on with my director team as well as the board of directors is the budget for 2024. Now, I've talked about it at the last admin update. I will be talking about it at the upcoming delegates meeting, the upcoming open session in September. This year, again, we are looking at, and I've said this before, we have costs that are going up from vendors to suppliers, etc. And how do we keep the budget intact? The days of reducing the assessment or keeping it at zero at the same level, unfortunately, those days have gone, and there will be increases. It's how much. One of the biggest things that we've seen is because of inflation, and ladies and gentlemen, I know you've seen it. You go to a repair shop, and what used to cost $75 or whatever is now $200. Prices have gone up, food prices, etc. Well, we're seeing that with our items that we have to fund through the repair and replacement fund. So those are items such as buildings, maintenance on walls, machinery. Those costs have increased, and so what we have to do is increase if we want to keep the repair and replacement percentage above 60%, we have to increase how much we contribute to that fund, and that's directly from assessments. And one of the things we saw as we're going through the budget is that there is a large increase in the contribution as a result of inflation. So the board will be discussing that in September 25th. we have a open workshop. I believe that's at 2 p.m. in the main clubhouse. So members can come out. I'll be giving an update at, again, the board meeting. October's open session board meeting is when the budget needs to be approved. And so that's why September is very busy. Not only do we have projects going on, but the budget is a big part of that. And so look forward to more updates on that. And on this channel, I'll be giving updates as well and maybe some presentations. So with that, I think we've got some good news about the Sandwich.
We do. Much anticipated Sandwich reopening.
Yes.
The bar's just about complete at this point here. We'll be all ready to go, finishing up the last touches with the AV in there. Ready for Monday night, September 11th.
How many TVs do we have in there?
Let's see. Last time I checked, we got 5 70-inch TVs in there.
70-inch.
So it'll be able to have a perfect view from everywhere in the Sandwich.
Yes.
Not to mention, we will roll in another TV for the restaurant for overflow.
Yes.
If we need to. Again, it's going to be a great opening evening for it. Make sure you come out and check it out. We will open up at 4 o'clock.
Yes. Jason and I will be there.
Yep. Looking forward to seeing Monday night there. Again, 5 70-inch TVs should be pretty good.
Indeed.
With that, and not only Monday nights, but we got YouTube TV.
Yes.
So we are going to be able to, one, show ESPN.
Yes.
So we won't have to depend on Spectrum and their contract negotiation with Disney. But also, we were able to get Sunday Ticket. So we will have NFL Sunday Ticket, being able to show all the games on
Are
Sunday.
you going to tell me that I get to see Cleveland Browns football in the Sandwich?
You can, Chris.
All the TVs converted to Cleveland Browns.
you may start a fight or two.
Okay, okay.
But at the very least, you'll be able to watch 5 different games if you would like.
You know, and we've never done that here.
No,
Members have either had to go through DirecTV or go to a sports bar outside Sun Lakes to see their games.
That's correct.
So if you're a fan of a non-California team, this is perfect for you.
Right. It's going to be a great venue to watch it from. You got a sit-up bar now that you're going to have 2 70-inch TVs right in front of you, or you'll have 3 if you're sitting out in the other area there. You have 3 to look from. So everywhere you look, you're going to be able to watch some football.
Nice.
Not only football, though. We're not going to limit to that.
That's right.
Again, football is only one sport of the many out there. So
but it's an important sport.
It is very important sport, yes. It's true to my name, close to my heart.
There you go.
No, but we also have baseball. We got baseball playoffs coming up in October,
Yes.
so we'll be able to watch that. We got hockey that'll be starting back up, basketball. So you name it, we'll be able to have it. So looking forward to it, and I hope the residents are too. I think it's a great thing the board did and decided to do. Make it actually into something that we can use and the residents will enjoy here.
And the residents have talked about trying to have that sports viewing option. The lounge was only one TV up above, or the one that was in the bar, and it was limited on the amount of seating that you could have. This is going to address that, and I'm very happy the board made that decision to do this. I think a lot of members will benefit, especially, again, if you're a sports fan and you want to catch out of area games. But again, college, so we're looking at college games on Saturday, NFL on Sunday, Monday night, and then again, October, the playoffs with baseball.
Right.
So we're looking to pivot in using more of the Sandwich, not only for breakfast, I think, but also as a sports bar, so to speak.
Correct. Well, what the marketing is kind of rebranding it as the Sandwich Bar and Grill.
There you go.
So looking forward to it, Chris. Again, long time coming. I know the past few years that cafe counter really hasn't served a purpose.
Right.
So we're turning it into a sit-up bar and a full function bar with an extra pit now, so we will have 2 bartenders there.
That's it.
So that's also a great addition. With the AV that's encompassing both audio and visual. Also being able to hook a computer to it, do a slideshow on all the TVs. It's gonna be great for renting out, for people that want to rent out for events.
Indeed, and that room will be available to rent out when not being used for sport events. Definitely, I'm very happy with that.
Well, that's only one project, Chris. I know we got a lot of other projects coming up. So
as I
have a little update on that.
Jason and I have been running. You've probably seen that we've lost some weight because we're running so much. On that package that I gave, or I talked about, the management report, there is an item that talks about project updates. And so you can go there and see what updates, and as well as Jason and I will be putting some updates on the website under project updates. We've addressing the gates, gate 1 fountains, so to speak. And we get them working. We got the entrance side working well. Now the exit side is working, and we have them being cleaned. We're now focusing on Gate 2 fountains and addressing that. We found, unfortunately, that there are some problems with the water draining very quickly, so we're going to have to address the base of the fountain.
Right.
We're going to be working on that. Mark Schleiden's team is on that. The dehumidifier for the South Clubhouse, now we're looking at, we had hoped it would be August. Now we're looking at November. There's been a little bit of delay, but talking with Mark Schleiden, everything is ready for that piece of equipment to be dropped in. So once we get it, then we can install that. I'll also be doing some work on the decking.
Right, and the board is still looking at redoing the deck and the painting of the,
Yes.
and the resurfacing resurfacing of the pool and spa.
Right.
Once we kind of have the two other pools, so we're still looking at that.
Yes.
To be here in maybe September, October to kind of start there. That way, the outdoor pools are still open while that's
Right.
going on. So
And that's been a thing the members have asked, when are the pools, on the north side, when is this north side pool going to be addressed? We're looking at that, getting quotes for the board. That South Clubhouse pool finally being addressed. And we've done a lot, and I have to say, Jason, you've been this last couple of weeks as we've transitioned the recreation department to be more proactive. Jason and his team and the recreation team have been addressing the equipment.
Right, we do have a lot of equipment that is down at the south. We had that addressed. We are waiting on the bid for the replacement of the abdominal machine. That frame got cracked there, so we are replacing that. And this week here, as of the 5th of September, we are looking to have the company come out and take care of the machines at the north this week. So that way, residents I know that have had machines down may have reported it to recreation and it hadn't been taken care of.
Right.
Please know it will be taken care of now. So
And we've addressed down in the South Clubhouse the meeting room. We had painted that.
Right.
So again, we're getting up on the maintenance of that. Again, working with recreation and the monitors to, if they see something, say something, report it. And members, if you see something, again, message to management through the box near Felicia at the main clubhouse or the website, so that we can make sure we address those concerns. The road project, we're looking at late September. That was awarded to J.P. Bostic. And that will be really hitting District 7 is the majority of that.
And the 3 clubhouse parking lots as well.
Right. The architect and designer are still finalizing the lounge expansion project. And again, as a reminder, that is within the footprint of the current clubhouse, restaurant, and lounge. It's a removing of a wall, removing of, basically redesigning. So the lounge is, it's a new lounge basically. Hence why we're using capital improvement money, because we are changing the structure internally and expanding that. That right now, the designer and the architect are working on the construction documents. We need to have those construction documents in order to price the project. How much is it going to cost? And at that point, then we'll do some, I believe the board is looking to do some outreaches of this is what the final look design is. This is what the cost is and where the funding is coming from. So look for that. That will be forthcoming. And finally, another hot topic is the CCNR update. Now, at the last meeting, we talked about, the board talked about engaging legal counsel to develop a repair and replacement replenishment fee. And that fee is for new homeowners that would move in, that there would be a amount, I don't know what the final amount will be, but that is similar to the fee that the $9.50 transfer fee.
The social membership.
Social membership fee, sorry. This will be a similar, but this money that is collected from a new home buyer will go to the repair and replacement fund. Now, you might see a trend I talked about earlier with the budget of the cost of the repair and replacement, the cost of the items within the repair and replacement fund are increasing. That means more funding is going to be required. Now, this program, if approved, now this would have to be a CCNR amendment. The membership would have to vote for it, with an affirmative above 75%. So it's very important, because what it comes down to is we look to this fee that we collect from new homeowners, and that would lower the amount we have to get from current homeowners through the assessment. Because if this fee is not there, and I want to keep my repair and replacement funding percentage above 60%, I'm going to have to raise the assessments. And so this is a way to collect from new homeowners. Then these new homeowners are moving into a community and they haven't contributed to the repair and replacement fund like existing homeowners. This is helping to kind of have some equality there, but also assist the community as a whole with keeping the percentage funding for the repair and replacement fund higher. Also, again, this would help to offset future large assessment increases related to the repair and replacement fund if this is approved. Now, we're going to be doing some town halls about this, giving information out. We will also have legal counsel, I think at 2 meetings, at least one open session, I think maybe a town hall, providing updates from a legal standpoint, because this has been approved by members of other communities. Sun City, Palm Desert has a similar model. And again, it is to provide to that stream of revenue to the repair and replacement fund from new homeowners. And so this is going to be a very important topic along with the budget, kind of go hand in hand. If it isn't approved, then the budget has to go up X amount. If it is approved, then the budget goes up only this smaller amount. That's what's at play here, and that's what's very important for the members to get educated. That's our job, working with the board to educate the members of the importance of this. And so look out for more information to be coming from that.
And I guess, Chris, with that, it's really important to know that in no way, shape, or form does it affect a current homeowner.
That's correct.
No, I mean, even if a current homeowner were to want to purchase another home in here, it would not affect.
That's right. There are some exceptions to this. You're right.
So really, the way you look at it, it's a benefit to the homeowners that are here.
It is.
It can do nothing but help keep your contribution to the reserves at a stable level, and use this to offset what you need to offset.
That's it.
So.
That's it. Totally. So that completes the project updates. Now, Jason, do you have anything updates on the sub-associations?
I do. Kind of the same thing with the master, going through budget season right now. So this month here, September, is budget session month. So there will be a session held for each sub-association. Lakeside will hold theirs on September 22nd at 1:30 p.m. Lakeside 2 will hold theirs on September 20th at 3:30 p.m. And Fairway Villas will do September 20th at 2 p.m. Now, these will be posted on the mailboxes, so make sure you check those out for the location of the meeting. Again, also with that, they also will have their regular meetings in October, just like the Masters. This is where they will approve the budget. And again, keep an eye on those mailboxes for the posting to look at the agenda and the date and time for those meetings.
There you go.
Lastly, Lakeside is the only one that is currently having a project going on right now. They are finishing up the trim project for the trim painting of the units. And they should finish this month. So once that's done there, then all the projects for the subs are done for the rest of the year.
Perfect. Well, we've reached the end of our updates on the administrative initiatives, projects, various updates. On behalf of the Las Vegas Raiders, Jason Ewalls, I am the Cleveland Browns, Christopher Mitchell. We wish you a great and pleasant or wonderful day in Sun Lakes. And we'll be talking to you soon on Coffee with the GM and also future updates. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.